Hey guys, it's Mr. Joe back with another video, and today we are talking about none other than the Montreal Canadiens. And before I get into this one, I hope you guys liked my last video, not the music, the one right before that. And I made some cool things, and you guys seem to like those, like goal recaps and stuff like that. So let's talk about it. The Canadiens lose 9-2 to guess who? The stupid Pittsburgh Penguins. Now, as a Montreal fan, it seems devastating. Marty St. Louis has been a coach there for a very long time. Now, a lot of people point to him and say, let's fire the coach. Sure, that's the easiest thing to do, but Marty St. Louis is actually a very good coach. It seems like a bunch of lopsided losses are present in Montreal. And it doesn't seem like it's about to be fixed anytime soon. And Montreal's kind of keeping the basement of the NHL pretty warm. And it seems like one news article from Habs Eyes on the Prize talked about how Montreal Canadiens are quitters. They're not certainly they're not perfect in periods of hockey, but they were close enough. You know, they ended the third period with a 1-goal deficit. But no one would have predicted the score of 9-2. This is completely a blowout because when they run up against the superior roster, like Pittsburgh isn't actually that good. Like, can we just focus on this? There's way too many lopsided losses. But one thing we should talk about is Patrick Laine. Very, very strong player for Montreal. Now, of course, he is making a strong difference. In a shootout winner earlier this week against Anaheim, it seems like Laine's presence almost brings the team back. But, okay, here's another thing to focus on. Let's talk about two things. Number one, should Montreal blow it all this year and try to get a first-round draft pick? Well, let's look at the NHL standings. And certainly they can obviously get a draft pick. They're 29th in the league, a game in the basement of the NHL 1. But Chicago is last, Nashville is second last, and Anaheim is third last. But Montreal, with all that young talent, they still want to do something about it. But it looks like Montreal is kind of in that spot. That's slightly off. We saw last year, Montreal was around the 20 to. They were around the 23 spot, which means they weren't as bad to get a draft pick. But now they're honestly bad enough at this point now that they can actually actively try and get a draft pick. But okay, look at all this talent on this team. Can we just talk about these Montreal Canadiens? Because first of all, if we look at Montreal's roster, it seems almost like a lower down version of, we can say, of Nashville. They have good players. They have Suzuki. They have Caulfield. They have Jake Evans. They have Gallagher. They have Laine, Slavkovsky, Suzuki. I think I just said that. But look at their defense: Hudson, Matheson, Gooley, Xhekaj, Struble, Savard. These are players that are young and ready to get into that defensive game. Goalie Sam Montembeault, who's on Team Canada. This team should at least be around 15 in this league. But the question is, what is causing them to completely destroy themselves? What is causing Montreal to completely trash themselves? Well, the thing is, like, how are they doing so bad? Now, why are they struggling? And there's been so many points in this. Like I mentioned before, Marty St. Louis, but I think the main problem should probably be their second period. Their second period has completely been embarrassing, and they just can't keep the pedal down because the younger kids do need more focus. They do need more training because Montreal is currently filled with a bunch of prospects, and we need those prospects to turn into actual wins for the Montreal Canadiens.